Hi, I'm Lori Clemmons. One of the themes that keeps coming up in my book club this week is this: slowing down. Sounds simple, but slowing down physically and emotionally can completely change the way your brain rewires. Here's why. Our brains are built to help us think quickly and to save energy. That's why so much of what we do is really on autopilot. It's not a flaw. It's actually a survival tool. I mean, think about it. If you had to relearn how to drive every single morning when you woke up, or how to read, or even how to work the coffee machine, the human race would never have gotten where we are today. Automatic habits are what allow us to function, to save energy, and to actually get things done. But here's the thing. Sometimes those automatic responses, especially the ones that are designed to keep us safe and comfortable, can also keep us stuck. When we're in automatic mode, we don't leave space to notice what's really happening. We don't see the choices that we actually have. We just react the way we always have. But rewiring happens in that tiny gap, that second, between the moment something hits us and the way we choose to respond. That pause is where new patterns are able to begin. Viktor Frankl wrote in his book, Man's Search for Meaning, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. And that's exactly what slowing down gives us. The ability to identify that opportunity and the power to choose our response. Let me give you an example. So we have a fox that's been hanging around in our backyard. And a few nights ago, he decided to start barking most of the night. The windows were open because it was a really hot night out, and I hardly slept. I woke up in the morning already frustrated, and my first thought was, ugh, my day is completely ruined. I'm going to be tired and dragging and miserable all day long. Nothing's going to get done. By the time my feet hit the floor, my mind was already in full stress mode. Everything's stacked against me today. The story of my life. That's my automatic loop. My body exhausted, my mind ruminating, and my emotions sliding quickly downhill. And maybe for you, it isn't lack of sleep. Maybe it's pain or fatigue or some other symptom that sets off that same loop of, I just know it's going to be bad. Nothing's going to work out. It's all just too hard. That's your autopilot. That's what keeps us stuck. So then how do we actually slow down enough to shift out of that old automatic pattern? I like to use a tool called compassionate self-coaching. First is practicing compassionate awareness. Just pause and notice what's happening. Say to yourself, oh, my automatic pilot is running. That simple awareness slows and softens the moment. Next is self-coaching. In that pause, I ask, what's really needed here? How do I want to show up? This brings choice back into the picture. Then is self-care. Take action on that choice in a way that supports you. Maybe it's just taking a breath, thinking a kinder thought, or stepping outside for a moment. Each time you do this, you build a new neural pattern. And your brain starts to learn, oh, I don't have to just react. I can slow down and choose how I want to respond. So back to that morning with my barking fox, when I noticed myself spiraling, I slowed down and remembered compassionate self-coaching. So when I caught myself thinking, this whole day is going to be awful, I paused. Then I thought about it. Okay, yes, I'm tired. But one rough night doesn't mean the whole day is completely ruined. That was awareness. Then I asked, what do I really need here? And the answer was some kindness, some compassion. Not pushing, not forcing, not bracing for disaster. Just patience with myself. And realizing that good things can still happen today. That was self-coaching. Then I practiced self-care. I took a few deep breaths, gave myself a slower start to the morning, and chose to move through the day with more compassion. Did my brain keep trying to drag me back into, nope, this is a terrible day? Absolutely. But each time I could pause, remember the choice that I made, and shift back into regulation. And that's what rewiring looks like. It's not about perfection. It's about practicing these new patterns of safety, regulation, and healing until they begin to take root. So slowing down isn't weakness. It's actually strength. It's the place where healing begins, where you move from those automatic survival patterns into intentional living. And this is really the heart of neural retraining. Because the more often we slow down and make intentional choices, the more our brains start to build new pathways of safety, of regulation, and of healing. I'd love to hear from you. Where in your life do you notice yourself rushing or reacting automatically? And what might shift if you slowed down, even for just a breath? And if you want to go deeper, don't forget I have a free ebook, Reclaiming Your Life, the 5 foundational principles of neural retraining. It walks you through the core foundations of this work and gives you practical tools where you can start using today. You can grab it through the link in the description below. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.